The language is getting a lot of headlines, and obviously we're not going to repeat any of it here. Do you think, Preet, we are actually learning lessons about how we would deal with this in the future, or is it just, you know, quite salacious stuff about people at the top of government who are arguing with each other a lot about how best to deal with something very serious?
I mean, I think Helen McNamara's testimony is really quite clear around the language use, the misogyny, the fact that there were policies that were affecting women and children, and yet there were no women there, you know, being able to give advice or give input. They were treated so badly. I mean, the comments from Cummings about Helen herself, I mean, are very derogatory. You know, we'll have to wait and see what lessons actually the government learns. But what is really clear, the government didn't have a plan. The government didn't care. The government was in chaos, and it still is the same. And the Prime Minister is also responsible. Let's not forget he was Chancellor at the time. He cannot excuse himself from this inquiry. He's got to absolutely make sure he is fully providing all the detail and the information that's required.
Do you agree with Jane when she talks about the potential of criminal proceedings?
I think, look, there's some really serious stuff that's coming out of this. People are very, very angry. I've spoken to many people on the doorstep when I've been out in the constituency. They're actually horrified. Many of them are saying to me, this is far worse than we had actually thought it was. And let's not forget, if there's a future pandemic, what has this government done about trust in our country, trust in our democracy? All politicians are not the same. This is Tory incompetence, and we cannot trust this government.